Right. Hi. Let's talk about drugs because that's always fun. It's gateway drugs. I want to address the term of the term gateway drugs. Like weed is always tarred with this label of gateway drug, and I can sort of see where people are coming from, but it's still a pretty silly term, right? Because it's as if to suggest that all drugs are this magical house, and that weed is just the only way into that fucking house. It doesn't make any sense. Like, yes, if you think doing one drug is the same as doing all drugs, then every drug is a fucking gateway to it. Just like if you think holding hands leads to rape, then don't hold anyone's hand. You're a fucking rapist. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you don't have to go through one drug to get to another one. They're different gateways that lead to different houses where different shit goes on, right? Weed just happens to have one of the best gateways and one of the best houses. It's not like, like Salvia denorium is another one of those little grassy plants, and you smoke that and it makes you fucking lose your mind completely for 2 minutes. I'm serious, it's mental. But it's legal. It's street legal. You can sell it to children. Because it's not considered a gateway drug. Because if salvia is a gateway, it's a gateway with a massive fucking comedy anvil over the door and millions of invisible cockroaches to eat your flesh alive. And you sort of, oh, this is drugs, is it? I don't think I like drugs, guys. Whereas weed, you go through the gateway and a maitre d' comes and takes your coat and shows you in. Come on in, these are lovely in here. Everything's gold and platinum, and then you ride a chocolate dragon to the moon. And you sort of go, if this is drugs, I think I like drugs. But it's not drugs. It's a drug. Meth, methamphetamine, is another drug, another gateway that leads to a different house where no one ever eats and no one ever sleeps and no one ever stops yelling and the building's constantly rattling, pulsating, and everywhere you look there's piles of rotten teeth and rats with fuckholes drilled in them and the walls are caked in blood and feces. I mean, I could go on. Cocaine is basically just a gateway that leads to a bigger gateway, and then an even bigger gateway, and then an even bigger gateway, and on forever. But your head gets bigger as you go through, so you don't even notice anything. And heroin's just a ditch, basically. It's basically the same shape as a gateway, but it's just a ditch. So this gateway drug fucking theory thing is as if to suggest that people are going to come out of the weed house assuming that every fucking drug is a chocolate dragon ride. But there's a massive hole in this theory, isn't there? A massive hole in the ground called alcohol. Alcohol's much like heroin, except it's not a ditch, it's a massive fucking swimming pool. It's this huge, cavernous, empty hole in the ground where you can run up the sides, twat your head on the floor, try and kill the air. Kill the air! Yeah, we know not all drugs are pleasant experiences, because we've all been too drunk. Compared to being drunk, all drugs are fucking pleasant experience. If you simply do some research, talk to some people, or just listen to some people who've been through these various gateways, you can get a pretty fair consensus of what's going on. And you'll come out of the weed house going, right, enjoyed the chocolate dragon ride, don't like the look of the ditch, looks too much like alcohol, which can suck. Don't like the look of the infinite regressive gateways, or don't like what the fuck's going on in the meth house, no thank you. But all the other drugs, I notice, the good ones, the psychedelic ones, aren't really gateways to houses, they're gateways to elevators. And the up and down buttons are written in gibberish, so until you learn to decode your own gibberish, you are going to accidentally go downstairs a few times. It's kind of a calculated risk. Bit like jumping out of a plane, except you can afford to be occasionally negligent. And by occasionally, I mean at least once. This is the fucked up thing about extreme sports, right? With all these extreme sports, like jumping out of a plane and bungee jumping and all these you're constantly just one incompetent slip away from instant death. Like with drugs, you're either an incredibly rare 1 in a million allergy away from death, or a recklessly suicidal dose away from death. I'm not saying drugs are good, I'm just saying jumping out of a plane is way, way fucking worse. Extreme sports are way worse than drugs. This is a fact. They're both designed to change your mind to a different, enhanced mindset, but only one of them also involves falling really fast towards the ground. That's the unnecessary, ridiculously dangerous part of the fucking thing. Do you not see? And skiing! What the fuck is wrong with you, skiing? Hey, we're fucking rich. We live in a subtropical, fucking lush climate. I know, let's go up a mountain in a frozen wasteland and see if we can fall off it. What the fuck is wrong? Just take drugs. I'm seriously. If you like falling so much, just take drugs. You'll fall over eventually. And it'll feel like you're falling to the centre of the fucking earth. But you'll just be falling towards a nice soft carpet. You definitely won't break every bone in your body and die. See? And right. Tattoos, I don't understand either, right? Tattoos. If you have a tattoo, you're an insane moron. You know that, right? Well, I'm just referring to the amazing things they're doing with paper these days. If I want to show someone a picture of something or any graphic statement, I'll draw it on a piece of ordinary paper and show it to that person. And then they can put it in their pocket and take it home with them. And I can make several copies, hand them out to several people, invent the computer, etc. And I definitely won't get blood poisoning and die. It's win-win. It's so ridiculously win-win that you would have to be insane to feel the need to inject statements into your fucking skin. And don't give me that fucking argument from moderation. Oh, I'm not one of those crazy people who puts tattoos on their face. Everyone knows tattoos don't go on the face. I'm a normal tattoo person. I put it on the arm, where it's obviously supposed to be. No part of your body is supposed to have tattoos. If you feel the need to inject ink anywhere into your fucking skin, you're a hyper-narcissistic douchebag. Right? A tattoo? What is a tattoo? What is it? It's a fucking scar, isn't it? It is a scar, but it's not a scar caused by injury. It's a scar caused by mental illness, of course. Clinical narcissism. I don't think you'll find its artistic expression, actually. Oh, right. Nobody knows where the line exactly is between art and insanity. But there are some things that are definitely insane, even if they're artistic. And one of these things is self-harm. Right? Self-harm with a brief intervention from some sick fuck calling themselves an artist.
Oh, it's such a privilege when someone comes to you and says, please change my body.
I don't like my brain anymore, but I like this lampshade. Stick this lampshade in my brain.
Oh, this is such a privilege. That'll be $14.
But no, it's basically self-harm. It is. It's like going, check it out, I broke my leg for a joke. Yes, that is art. Technically, that is art, but you're insane! Check it out, I died to prove how tough I am. Yeah, but you're not tough. You're dead. I could have you. I could kick the shit out of you. Literally. There's probably a pocket of gas in there that's one swift punt away from exploding. Look, I'm just saying. People think tattoos are cool. But they think self-harm is weird. Same shit, different budget, people. You're all fucking nuts. What's wrong with you?